A long time ago, in a quiet village, there was a small house beside a peaceful river. The house was old now. Its paint had faded, and the wooden fence leaned slightly to one side. Wildflowers grew around the yard, and the sound of flowing water could be heard day and night. Many years earlier, a boy named Daniel had lived there with his grandmother. To him, it was the most beautiful place in the world. Every morning, Daniel would wake up to the sound of birds singing outside his window and run down to the river to play. Daniel loved his grandmother very much. Every evening, they would sit together and watch the sunset over the river. His grandmother often told him stories about life, love, and courage. One evening, his grandmother pointed to a small tree growing near the riverbank. She told Daniel that one day the tree would become strong and tall. Then she asked him to promise that he would return when the tree became taller than the house. Daniel smiled and promised her. At that moment, neither of them knew how many years would pass before he came back. As time went by, Daniel grew older and left the village to study in the city. He worked hard, found a good job, and built a new life. Slowly, his visits to the village became less frequent. One winter morning, Daniel received heartbreaking news. His grandmother had passed away peacefully in her sleep. He returned to the village for the funeral, filled with sadness. After the funeral, Daniel returned to the city. He planned to visit again soon, but work and responsibilities kept him busy. Years continued to pass. Nearly 15 years later, Daniel found an old photograph while cleaning his apartment. The picture showed him and his grandmother beside the river. Suddenly, he remembered the promise he had made. The next day, Daniel decided to return to the village. As he drove through familiar roads, memories from his childhood slowly came back to him. The next day, Daniel decided to return to the village. As he drove through familiar roads, memories from his childhood slowly came back to him. When he arrived, he stood quietly in front of the old house. The building looked older now, but it was still standing. Then he looked toward the river.